Recording in progress. Okay, so let's just start by talking about how we're doing. If we have any tools, things that are working for us right now. Yeah. Anyone have anything exciting about nutrition?
I pulled out my In the Move, and I almost got rid of them, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm going back to Portion Fix, but I have just because in preparation for the 4-week gut protocol, because it does use the containers. That's the program coming up in March. So I pulled out my Fixate 1 and Fixate 2 cookbooks, and I just went back in them and just put Post-it notes on all the recipes that I know I love. And sometimes it's nice to just take out the hard copy and not have to pull up my computer or, screenshot the recipe or whatever. So yeah, I just marked some of those old recipes. There's a one for cornbread muffins, I think, that I never made. And I don't know if it's in Fixate 1 or 2, but I marked that because I've never made them before. And the blueberry muffins I've made before, those were delicious. There's like a pasta sauce or whatever that I've made before, a grandma's pasta sauce or something.
That's good.
So I'm just going to I have a drawer dedicated to my 2 Fixate cookbooks with nothing else in them. And I'm going to make some of those recipes this week. There's also one for lentil, vegan meatballs made with lentils. Those look really good too. Yeah.
That would be, I made the banana apple muffins the other day from Fixate, and the balsamic chicken.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Chad and I have been slowly adding in meat products, and Caitlin's like, make me something. We've switched places. Remember when she was vegan?
Yes.
But balsamic chicken is so easy. I buy the frozen tenderloins from Costco. Just pull 3 out. You throw them in the pan frozen.
Yeah.
Just cook them slowly and then add. It's like, seriously,
Mustard
balsamic vinegar, Dijon mustard, a little honey, and rosemary. If I have the energy to go to the garden and pick some. And you
I think that's my favorite. That balsamic chicken is I think my favorite recipe in that whole cookbook. I love that one.
Like,
so good.
So easy. Well, if you have the ingredients, that's the thing.
Yeah.
All these things can be easy if you stock your pantry appropriately. And that's, getting these books and going through and seeing what ingredients work for your family. But balsamic, you can put in dressing, you can put in marinades, you can put on your salad, you can put in so much. And the Kirkland balsamic from Costco is really good quality, and it lasts a long time.
Nice. That's a good
Depending
one.
on how much salad dressing you make.
Yeah. That one is so good with rice and veggie. It's delish.
Yes.
What about you, Erin? What have you been cooking?
Kind of boring stuff lately because I haven't had a lot of time. So I'm just been focusing on really simple, like kind of like in the old days when I first started doing like chicken, veggie, just super simple, because time is an issue kind of lately. So
what have you been up to?
Just going to my folks and doing all the boy stuff, running around, regular mom stuff. But so I've just been keeping it really simple. And I've been eating a ton of fruit. I don't know.
You've been eating a ton of fruit, you said?
Yeah.
Where are you finding good fruit right now, other than oranges?
Well, Trader Joe's has been pretty good lately. Yeah, my Trader Joe's. But I feel like they're all different depending on where you go. Like my mom said right now, Costco has really good fruit, but I don't know if that's true here because I haven't gone.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's pretty crap here. Our fruit is I've been doing frozen. I just buy the big bag of frozen strawberries, and I've been doing my Shakeology with the chocolate vegan Shakeology with frozen berries.
Ooh, that's good.
That's really, really good. Yeah, because I'm so sick of, like, Charlie came home with these ones the other day from the grocery store, and I'm like, the strawberries
are so hit and miss.
And I was like, there is legit like 2 big moldy ones on top. I'm like, how did you miss that? And then of course he doesn't look for, he just gets it. He doesn't look for
Right.
anything, and I'm like, I know these were like $6 because he bought the organic and I'm like, oh, so I'm like, I'm bringing them back there and they're going to exchange them for me because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I get it. I mean, they're not in season. I mean, that's just going to happen. So I'm like, for me, I'm fine with frozen fruit. And I've been having frozen blueberries in the vegan chocolate and recover, like with the, that's so delicious, like a mousse. And then I just put the frozen blueberries on top. And that's basically my fruit for the day between those two things. And then I feel like I'm not wasting so much.
Yeah.
Go away.
What about you,
We're on a call
Nicola?
for half an hour, so I'm going to come and interrupt you while you're on it. So I had a question from someone the other day about processed, because we talk about not having processed foods and things, and not eating from a bag, and then we go and tell people they should drink Shakeology, right?
Mm.
Right.
So there is a difference between processed and processed. Like a lot of the food we eat is processed to some degree. But it's looking at ingredients is the main thing. If it's got like preservatives in it, and if it's got like fillers and gels, and we should break down an ingredient list of kind of what to look for and what not. But Shakeology, for example, is all whole foods. There's no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial colors, and there's no fillers. So if you look at the ingredients, it's all ground food, and it's food we couldn't really eat if it wasn't ground up. Like some of it wouldn't be palatable, some of it would not be as digestible. If you go and grab other protein powders, you'll find there's a lot more junk in there and a lot more like weird, like chemically sounding names as opposed to food products. And lots of, like, a bag of chips. I mean, you can say, another example I had was, oh my gosh, hummus has a lot of calories. Why don't I use those 140 calories and have a bag of chips instead? No, because hummus is food. Hummus is chickpeas, and the fat is from the oil that helps make it yummy. But also we need, like, it's healthy fats. The same as avocado, same calorie count, but it's one ingredient, it's food. Versus chips, if you look at the ingredients, has all sorts of things our bodies don't need, our bodies can't necessarily digest, and can lead to bad things. So it's the quality of the ingredients. In processed, I think we use as a general term, but it's not necessarily the most appropriate. And quality of ingredients. And so that should be, maybe would be a call sometime, going through different food labels and having people, this is a product I like, what is a better alternative? Because we can really help people dig into healthier choices. And like I said before, if you stock your house with the right foods, and I think that's something the Ultimate Reset teaches us, good ingredients to have on hand to make all those dressings and sauces and things. Alana also does a good job of that. If you follow her on social media, for good accessories is her term for making something that might seem boring more fun, more palatable, and still a healthy choice. Sometimes she has things that I'm like, but most of the time it's a good, but it's moderation, right? True mindset, everything is okay. There's nothing off limits, but you see how it affects your body. And I think once you're not denying yourself, you can learn to be more moderate about your intake. But also finding out if it's something that you can't be moderate about, if having 2 chips or 2 spoonfuls of cake sends you off the deep end, you just have to put those on your blacklist. Like, they're not, only have them when you're okay with really having them. And you'll see Jennifer, the new trainer, just posted that she's on a trip in France right now, and she's like, and I'm having whatever I want, I feel good. it worries me a little when people of that nature post something like that, because I don't think she is going off the deep end. Like, she is trying things. She's having a little bit and she's being
Yeah.
good with it. I think as someone who's representing, health, and nutritionists, I think, do this too sometimes. They're like, nothing is off limits, but you have
Yeah,
you
I know.
can't be moderate.
Yeah.
It can't be on, like, if you have specific goals and you want to get there, or it's going to send you just sometimes have to avoid it. Or
Right.
you have to eat something with someone who's going to like chow down. We used to buy ice cream, and like when I was a kid, and if I didn't dig in and eat a whole bunch straight away, I wasn't going to get any because my brother was going to eat it. So I like probably went in and ate the whole pint, or no, it's probably bigger than a pint. And that was why I had weight issues, because it was a competition. It was a competition to make sure I got my share. Because I'm competitive. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna eat the most. So it's making sure you're in alignment with what works for you, because we're all different in how we eat and how we hoard.
Yes.
Before this call started, we were talking about Mary Beth is moving, and Mary Beth is more of a minimalist, and I think that would be good, but I'm not a minimalist.
You know what? I am not either. A minimalist is like true minimalism.
Well, yeah.
I'm like a wannabe.
But at least you do big steps to get closer to being there.
I am willing to do it. It's the only thing I'm too spastic to try to organize too much
Turn
stuff.
my camera this way.
What'd you say?
I won't turn my camera that way.
Why?
Then you
'Cause
will
Caitlin?
unfriend me.
Oh, stop it. Oh my goodness. You're crazy. Yeah, no, that's so true. Really good. That's really good tips. Yeah. And I've heard that the gut protocol is a kind of if the reset and to be mindset had a baby.
Yeah, we use portion containers.
What'd you say?
Yeah, we use portion containers.
No, you do, but I'm saying, she's saying that there's a lot of like mindful stuff, and there's a lot of like looking how your body reacts to certain foods and what, that piece of it.
So just let me hop in there. So for those of you watching the replay, we're just going to talk a little bit about a new program that's coming. We're going to touch on a new program that's coming out in the middle of March called the Gut Protocol. It's with Autumn Calabrese, who does the Portion Fix. And it's really going to help us dig into what's happening in our gut. And the reason you might need to know what's happening in your gut is if you have like just tension at times, and you have like you get weird gassy and you're not sure why. And that's actually something that happens not irregularly when people start eating healthier, which is unfortunate, because you're like, what, I'm getting healthier. Why am I? Because first of all, your body's learning how to digest some when you have more vegetables or more protein or more, and sometimes some of those things don't work well for you. So it's to help you learn and figure it out. And then sometimes we hit, an age or a hormone change in our body, and our body behaves differently. And the idea of this program is to help us understand better what we're eating and help with our digestion and help get things flowing properly. So,
and inflammatory, I think there's a big look at just inflammatory foods. And, because on the call last night, they were asking like how many people have issues like with their gut, with their tongue and whatever. And I actually said, I really don't. I don't get like tummy aches and things like that. The only thing that did bother me was the eggs, and that I took out, which helped alleviate that. It was just like bothering my stomach. But she said, what's inflammatory for some people might not be for another person. So like, Autumn has the egg thing, but not everybody. So there's just certain things. And then just noting that and just figuring out what is bothering you. And just kind of looking at inflammatory foods, some of the big culprits, there's some foods that we might not even realize are inflammatory to most people. So I'm excited for the education piece of all of it.
And I think that's a pretty cool thing about all of our nutrition programs. They really educate you. So you just kind of understand why you're eating things and why maybe you shouldn't eat some things. Because that's, over the years, all of us in our 40s, especially, we're like, we've gone through the low fat and the low sugar and the gluten-free and all these dang rules and changes. And then they realize they're wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Change your mind.
Yeah.
That wasn't real. And so there's across the board though, the general best tools are drink more water, keep your body hydrated, eat more vegetables, and don't rule something out because it's not organic, because that's not always the be all end all. Just get the dang vegetables in your body. And even if you have to use ranch dressing or something, make it work. Just be moderate about it and add things to make it taste good, get them in your body and see how you feel. And then lean proteins, and those are really, really the top tools. And then you dig in more. When you have the basics, you can dig in more and you can learn, why is my gut not working properly?
Yeah. And also, I guess, did you see, I didn't see it, but someone had posted it in our chat thread yesterday, the girl's eyes did you see that in Autumn's?
Yes.
That was pretty crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, but just how it also can come out, like your gut, things going on with your gut can show up, cause I said, oh, I don't really get like stomach aches. I'm fine about things like that. And then I was like, oh, my skin, no, like that's something I struggle with. So like, there's all different ways that these things can come out. Sleep, absolutely. Stress level, like cortisol, like all of these things. And so I think it's going to be so good for our community to just kind of learn about some of this. And it sounds like it's going to be presented in a pretty simplified manner, because I know in the past, like with with Ultimate Portion Fix, it was like so much content, which was really good and thorough. But the reality is people need it like a condensed, how do I do this? And I think it's only like 5 videos or something that shows you exactly how to do it. So they might be longer, I don't know, but it sounds like they've kind of condensed it. And yeah, I'm excited. Are you guys going to do it?
For sure.
I want to, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's it's important to, I guess if you're doing great and your nutrition's good and you're feeling great, but I think as we age as well, our bodies do react to foods differently. And the quality of the food isn't necessarily as good as it was when we were younger, but our bodies change so much, and just being ready to take the next step. Because, right now, and I just did a post about this yesterday or in my email or something, but I'm 48 and I'm just as healthy, if not healthier than when I was 40. I'm way healthier and fitter than when I was 30. So I'm like 50, bring it on. And then like aging backwards.
But you're learning new tools and you're leaning into new tools. It's not like you're chasing different fad diet. I mean,
this is using the same tools. Using the same tools. And Beachbody has improved Shakeology. They've improved all of our supplements.
Yeah.
And as they do more research, they're adding more products that we don't have to use, but they're available for us.
Right.
But yeah, I'm understanding and learning more, and I'm digging into the community. It's the support system we have, because we all fall off track every so often. But it's knowing we have the tools. And I just did a post, my 5-year memories from my shoulder surgery, and I fell off track for like 3 months and it's funny, Sean T just had the same surgery, so I'm like, I was there, although he's already on his bike. But it's easy to go, okay, I'm just not gonna do anything for a while because I don't feel well or this. But knowing you have the tools, and we've got this family of people who were here to help us, to be like, no, come on. Like, we're not going to chase people and force them to do it with us. But if anyone who watches this, we're always here. Like, reach out with questions, reach out with if you need ideas, if you need help with recipes. Like I love changing recipes. Sometimes I go a little too extreme. Some of my muffins aren't all that good. Just make the real thing and have one.
Yeah. What did you substitute in the muffins? Did you sub something?
I made a banana muffin the other way. Actually, I just didn't read the directions all the way through. Keelan's like, can you just make full fat and sugar muffins? I often use like coconut sugar instead of brown sugar. I've used applesauce instead of some of the oil sometimes, but I like to use some oil still.
Yeah.
There's just little things, but cutting sugar for me is the biggest. Like I try not to put white sugar in.
And I think that's part of the program. The gut protocol is looking at the sugars in things, you know, of course, from fruit, that's totally different. But like she even said, so you can have like you can't have in the program. I'm not saying you can't, but like she recommends not doing Energize, Recover, and Shakeology. So she's saying you could do Shakeology to keep the sugar because you're looking at the sugars, and so she said Shakeology and Energize is fine, or if you want to not do Energize and do Recover. And I'm like, there's no way there's going to be people giving up Energize.
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought that, you know, so she, you know, but the processed sugars and the added sugars and things like that. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be good.
Even in our supplements, there's, you know, there's all, in order to get you that fast energy and that fast recover, there's a level of processed in there too, but it's seeing how your body reacts. And that's why they've made the vegan options. That's why they've made them really as clean as they can. But this is an example, a program that doesn't recommend you use them all, which is, you know.
Yeah. And I think there is Optimize is written into the program too. And is Revitalize too? Do you know?
I think so.
Because it's big also about like she talked about like the alkaline, like keeping that alkaline, you know,
do you think
kind
greens would be in there too?
That's what I was thinking too.
For next month.
That's what I didn't hear about that, but I might have missed that because I wasn't on the whole call. So, but yeah, because that really helped, like with tummy kind of stuff. I feel like that stuff is awesome.
I have if I'm having an upset stomach or something before bed, I'll have Power Greens and water before I go to bed. So.
Yeah. Just dry shoot it.
No.
Somebody,
interested.
2 of the girls on our team are running this Ultimate Reset group right now. They just started, and someone wrote, I actually love the Power Greens. You know, I don't know why people were saying that they're not good. And I was just kept thinking the whole time. Yeah, no, I choked. And I don't like the taste. I mean, they're fine. I guess they're fine. Once they're down, they make me feel good. But yeah, I'm not signing up for those usually. Not without a lemon chaser. Yeah.
I'm good with it. With it. Yes. So we want you all to come on this call to give us questions, to give us things how we can help, because nutrition does not have to be crazy hard. We all struggle with nutrition in past times in our lives. Erin fully embraced 2B mindset and has seen amazing results and stuck with amazing consistency. Mary Beth is like portion fix queen. I tend to be more 2B mindset, but Mary Beth and I have done Ultimate Portion Fix at least twice in the last year, and really embraced the nutrition in that and the vegan options. And we both add the animal products back in, but just how you can change how you feel and really listen. It's really embracing a program and embracing how you feel, and then continuing, making it more of a lifestyle, but making it work. Like, Erin makes 2B mindset work for her lifestyle. And I've made like keeping more vegan working for my lifestyle. And so just stats on that, in the last month and a half, I'm down 10 pounds and I've kept it all off. My husband's down over 20 pounds.
Wow, yay.
And it's we were not eating bad, but I was making excuses. I was like, oh, I can eat this because I had a big workout today. I can eat this because I'm going to play tennis tomorrow. Like, oh, I did a little extra. I can have a little extra treat. And yes, I do. Yeah, I've got made muffins, and I have muffin after my shake in the morning, and I enjoy my coffee with half and half in the morning. And there's things and I've been drinking red wine doesn't seem to affect me negatively at all. I've discovered that. Although when I was fuzzy headed this morning, I'm like, but that doesn't mean you need wine every night. So it's finding what works, but then also what makes you feel good. Like, okay, I enjoyed that glass of wine, but it doesn't make me feel good the next day. Like 2 nights a week, fine. It's all good. Feels great. But I think if I have like 3 in a row, I'm like, oh no, brain's not working.
Yeah.
Brain's not working. And I hate fuzzy head. Like, so you pro and con, everything in life. Like, okay, I really want that. Okay, I'm gonna have it and I'm gonna enjoy it. Have it and enjoy it. But nope, don't want that. So forget it. I'm not gonna have it. So it's gotta think things through. Consequences, just pretend you're thinking for your kid. Like, we tell our kids to think things through because that wasn't a very good choice, was it? So we have to, we're grown up. It's time to think about how our food's affecting more than just how we feel 5 seconds later. Quick fix. Yeah. But let's cut this to keep it bite size for enjoying. And next Tuesday, you, all you people watching, come join us. We're not scary.
We are. We tamed ourselves today.
Look, it's a cute puppy dog.
Oh,
That's Fargo. He's our new puppy. We have 4 dogs again.
I can't even take care of my kids hardly. How do you even take
right? And 1 dog.
How do you like
so overwhelmed?
Caitlin does a lot of the dogging, so.
Is she back at school?
She goes to school 2 hours a day and then homeschools the rest.
Wait, is that
wait what? Okay, we'll talk in a sec.
Okay.
Bye.